Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into two of the biggest forces shaping our work lives, artificial intelligence and DEI. One is all about revolutionary efficiency, the other is about creating a fairer workplace. So what happens when these two powerful worlds collide?
And this is the question on everyone's mind, isn't it? From business leaders to HR pros to every single employee, we're all trying to figure this out. At first glance, you might think these two are totally separate. You've got AI over here, all about efficiency and automation. And then you have DEI, focused on equity and inclusion. But where they meet, you get this incredible friction, creating massive opportunities, but also some really serious risks.
And this isn't some fringe issue. 55%, that's a huge number. It means over half of employers are basically rolling the dice, deploying these powerful AI tools without really knowing if they're helping fix bias or just making it a whole lot worse.
All right, so how are we going to break this all down? Here's the game plan. We'll start with this idea of AI as a double-edged sword. Then we'll dig into the risks, explore the incredible promise, and wrap up with a playbook for how to get this right. Okay, first things first. We have to understand this core concept. When it comes to diversity, AI is absolutely a double-edged sword. And here's the fundamental paradox, right? If you use AI with a DEI mindset, it can actually help you find and get rid of old, baked-in biases. But if you don't, well, it's like pouring gasoline on a fire. It just amplifies those same biases and spreads them at a scale we've never seen before.
So let's talk about that dangerous side first. What actually happens when this thing goes unchecked?
You know, when AI messes up at work, it usually falls into one of three buckets. You've got biased algorithms that end up discriminating against people, you have serious concerns about data privacy, and you have this growing digital divide. And probably the most famous cautionary tale, the one everyone points to, is what happened with Amazon's AI recruiting tool a few years back.
I mean, this is the perfect example of garbage in, garbage out. The AI looked at 10 years of hiring data from Amazon itself, and because that data was historically dominated by men, the AI essentially taught itself to be sexist. It started dinging any resume that had the word women's in it, like women's chess club captain. It wasn't just learning skills, it was learning prejudice.
And the risk isn't just about who gets in the door. AI can create real divides inside a company too. You know, if only certain teams get access to the latest AI tools and the training that goes with them, you suddenly have this two-tiered system, the AI haves and the have-nots. And look, this isn't just some abstract ethical debate. This stuff has real-world financial consequences. We're talking about more than a third of businesses saying they've taken a direct hit to their bottom line because of AI bias, losing customers, losing revenue, even getting hit with lawsuits.
Okay, so that's the scary part. But remember, this is a double-edged sword. Let's flip it over and look at the promise, because the upside here is just too big to ignore.
Just think about something as basic as language. For any global company, it's always been a hurdle, right? But now, with AI, that wall just evaporates. You have real-time translation tools that can make a team scattered across the globe feel like they're sitting in the same room. It's incredible. So what else can it do? Well, think of it as a bias detector that can scan performance reviews for loaded language. It can put DEI initiatives on steroids by crunching data in seconds. It can uncover pay gaps a human might never spot. And for accessibility, wow, it's a total game changer for employees with disabilities. All right, so that brings us to the big question. How do you get all the good stuff without the bad? You need a plan, a playbook for doing this responsibly. And that playbook really boils down to 6 key steps. You've got to have some governance, some ethical rules of the road. You need diverse people actually building these tools. You have to constantly check your data for fairness. You got to train your people, make sure everyone gets access. And this is a big one, always keep a human in the loop. That training piece is so critical. But look at this, there's a huge gap. Right now, 2/3 of companies aren't offering any kind of training on how AI and DEI interact. That's a massive blind spot, and it's something we have to fix if we want to do this right. But if you remember just one thing from that playbook, make it this. AI is here to help humans make better decisions, not to replace them, especially for the big stuff. Hiring, promotions, performance reviews, you get the idea.
Okay, so let's bring it all home. What's the big takeaway here as AI weaves itself into pretty much everything we do at work?
You know, the end game isn't to just hand over a DEI to some algorithm. Not at all. It's about using AI to make our human efforts better, smarter, and able to reach more people. It's about amplifying the good work we're already trying to do, not replacing it.
At the end of the day, an AI is only as good or as fair as the people who build it and the data we feed it. The tech isn't driving the bus here, we are. So the real question isn't what AI is going to do to our future, it's what are you going to do with AI?